Hey, Scott here, Scotty's Animals. Hay is 80% of a guinea pig's diet. Now, I say that all the time because it's true. Hey, Nate, you gonna drink some water because you saw me making a video? Let's talk about the importance of hay. I'm Scott, I'm a volunteer at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, and we say that all the time. Hay is 80% of a guinea pig's diet. So this video, we're going to talk about the reasons why that is. Just like clockwork. Here's why hay is the most important food for your guinea pig. Well, it's their staple diet. When we talk about hay, we're talking about grass hay. That includes Timothy hay, orchard grass, Bermuda grass, bluegrass, there's a number of grass hays. Alfalfa actually is a legume.
You're a legume!
Now, alfalfa hay is great as a treat or a sometimes hay, but really it has a lot of calcium, so we really only recommend it for younger piggies. But a lot of times you will see a high quality guinea pig pellet that is alfalfa based. Now, alfalfa or Timothy based pellets are fine for your piggies, but you wouldn't want to give your piggies too much loose alfalfa hay. A grass hay should be the staple hay of their diet. So what is so important about grass hay, and why do guinea pigs need it, and why is it 80% of their diet? Well, first off, guinea pigs' teeth are always growing, and hay keeps their ever-growing teeth worn down. It's pretty common for guinea pig teeth to grow too long, and that can lead to a bunch of other problems. However, giving guinea pigs lots of high-quality grass hay and not letting them fill up on pellets and veggies will keep their teeth short and healthy. If your guinea pig's teeth grow too long, then it can make it hard for them to eat, and then that will make their teeth grow even longer. It's this constant chewing of the hay that keeps their teeth worn down. Guinea pigs' molars can also grow too long and either grow at sharp angles or even over the tongue, preventing them from really being able to eat their food. This can lead to extreme weight loss and dehydration because when they can't close their mouth, then they're constantly drooling. It can also lead to liver damage when they're not getting enough nutrition. It can affect their liver and other organs, and it can eventually lead to starvation. There are a number of reasons why guinea pigs' teeth can overgrow. Sometimes there's an abscess or an infection in the root which causes tooth pain. And if their teeth hurt or they're sensitive, then they're eating less. And then when they eat less, their teeth can start growing. And you can see that it becomes this perpetual cycle and sort of a self-perpetuating cycle, because if their tooth hurts and they don't eat very much, then their teeth will grow faster than they can wear them down. And if their teeth start growing faster than they can wear them down, then it might have started as a sore molar, but then the front teeth start growing out of control, and then they can't close their jaw as quickly, and so then their jaw becomes weaker, and then they can't chew as much or even close their mouth, and then their molars will grow out of control. And of course, then when they can't eat very well, then that leads to, as I said, starvation, dehydration, liver damage or other organ damage, and it's just this perpetuating cycle. Some of the signs to look out for, of course, would be extreme weight loss, or when they would normally be interested in a certain type of food, they're not interested in it, or they try to eat it, but it falls out of their mouth. Carrots are a really great food to test whether your piggies can eat or not, because normally they would take a bite, then they would be able to move it to the back, chew it into smaller pieces. Any vegetable, hard vegetable like that, where they would have to chew it into pieces, a lot of times with the carrots, you'll see they'll break off a piece with their front molars if their front molars are still okay, but then when they try to move it to the back and chew smaller pieces, it just falls out, and that's a pretty clear sign that your piggies have molar issues, or maybe it's not overgrown yet, but there's just an abscess or some kind of infection in the root that is making their teeth feel sore. If you can catch an abscess in the tooth early, then antibiotics can actually heal this abscess before the teeth get out of control and grow too long, perpetuating that cycle. Now, if you find yourself in this situation, you may very well need to go to a vet, and the vet may actually have to trim the teeth. Now, your guinea pig needs to be healthy enough for this, so the sooner you can catch something like this, the better it's going to be for your piggies. If your piggies are hungry, if they've been starving for a long time, and maybe they're older or their heart is not able to handle it, then they might not be a good candidate for anesthesia. And a lot of times, to really do a lot of this tooth work, they need to be sedated or given anesthesia so that the vet can really get in there and trim the teeth. Now, I've heard of the teeth being ground down, but in my experience, the vet will trim the teeth with some kind of a trimmer rather than actually grind them down with some kind of grinding tool. And I think that may be better for them. But that's why you need an experienced vet. On my website, Scotty's Animals, I have a list of vets that have been recommended by my viewers, by viewers like you. And not all vets are going to be comfortable with teeth, but please reach out to some of those vets. Maybe they can refer you to a vet that is actually very experienced in this. At the Exotic Animal Care Center in Pasadena, they are very experienced at this. That's where Mike went. That's where Billy went. But this is not something, sometimes if it's just the front teeth, you can do that at home, but I would really recommend going to a vet. They have specialized tools. You can look into the back of the molars and really see what you're dealing with. Hi, Pippi. If you want more information about tooth issues, I have a video series, I'll put it right here, called My Guinea Pig Stopped Eating, and it chronicles Billy and the first few times he had this. It reoccurred twice, and Mike also had a problem with that pretty recently, and I put all of those videos pertaining to that in the My Guinea Pig Stopped Eating video series. So check that out, and I believe if you go through that video, it even talks about some of the medicines that I was given to help heal the liver. When Billy, I just lost Billy, so thank you guys so much for the well wishes, but when Billy first had this problem, he lost practically half of his body weight, and he had liver damage, and I nursed him back to health. And this was, probably close to 3 years ago now. So if caught early, your piggies can make a full recovery. And that's why it's so important to always check your piggies every day, check their behavior, pick them up. You don't have to necessarily look in their teeth every day, but when you're giving them treats, if they run out for it, don't just let them take it back. And you give them a variety of different veggies, and you can really see if they're chewing or not. Don't just give it to them and then walk away. Really see if they're eating, and picking them up and weighing your piggies regularly can really go a long way to detecting problems like this very early. So check out that video series and follow those steps. This is the Ecotrition Snack Shack log, and they say it's edible, they say it's an activity tunnel, but what I use it for and what we use it for at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue is a glorified hay rack. What I love about it is there's 3 places that you can get hay from, and you can stuff it filled with more hay than most hay racks, and it keeps the hay organized. It mostly keeps it off the ground, and it really will prevent hay pokes because it's kind of easy access. When you put a big pile of hay and your piggies are running through it and underneath it, that's when I've heard of frequent hay pokes. But my piggies knock on wood, have not had any hay pokes in quite a long time. In fact, years. In fact, I can't even really remember the last time any of my piggies have had a hay poke in the eye or a scratch from hay in the eye. So I really love the Snack Shack. It's cheap. It is edible if your piggies wanted to chew on it, and sometimes they will chew on it, as you can see here, but they almost never will eat it or consume it. It's just a really great hay rack. It looks cool, and you can see here the way I've got my piggy cage set up. They've got their Piggy's Choice corner house and the Fiddlesticks tunnel, and then here they've got easy access to this side of the hay rack. These boys get along so well, but if they wanted to, I could have one piggy in the front, one piggy in the back, and they can reach up from the side and they can stretch their backs and they can get the hay from this thing. So I can't say enough about it. I recommend it all the time. You know, there's some other hay racks that I like. Saskia at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue makes a pretty cool corner one, especially that one's great if you have a bunch of pigs that want to eat all at the same time. But for a pair of pigs, or even for a trio, the Snack Shack log is just great. We have them, I've got them in every one of my cages, and we've got them in practically every cage at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. So I'll put a link in the description for it, and if you get your Snack Shack through that link, it really does benefit me and the piggies, and I really appreciate it, and I thank you in advance so much. And of course, there's also a link in the description to a lot of the products that we recommend at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, and if you want more information on that, you can always go to my website, Scotty's Animals. Another reason why hay is just so important for your guinea pig's diet and should be 80% of their diet is because it's really important for their digestion. Hay is the biggest, most important ingredient in the guinea pig poop factory. And so without hay, you're not going to be making any poop pellets. That's another reason why you don't want your piggies to fill up on veggies or pellets. You should always offer them good, high-quality hay, and a variety of different types of hays is recommended. But at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue, we offer Timothy hay. I happen to be extremely allergic to Timothy hay, so I give my piggies orchard grass, and Dr. Camphor, as well as a number of other sources that I've talked to, said that any grass hay is going to be fine, but a variety of hay is also great, and it's fun for them. They get the different flavors, the different smells, and the different textures. But you want a nice, high-quality hay that is going to allow their teeth to wear down, allow their tummies to digest, and for that poop factory to keep on moving. Now, having said all that, veggies and pellets are still a very important part of their diet and will provide supplemental vitamins and minerals. And notice I said veggies and pellets because fruit is very high in sugar, so you should only give fruit very, very occasionally. And I'm not talking a little bit every day. I'm talking about maybe once a week. My piggies, they don't get too much fruit. Honestly, they really prefer lettuce. They prefer green peppers, red peppers, sweet peppers, celery, parsley, cilantro, things like that. They love those kinds of things. But when fresh berries are in season, I will give them berries as a treat. And blueberries have less sugar than, say, strawberries. And you don't want to give cherries with the pits. So you can go on the LA Guinea Pig Rescue website and check out our food list. I also have it in the diet section of my website, Scotty's Animals. The diet section of my free guinea pig care guide on my website has the food list from the LA Guinea Pig Rescue and will show you all the different foods that we recommend and how frequently we recommend them. I also have included a list and mentioned a number of the different pellets and types of hay we recommend and all the different treats that we also recommend at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. You know, don't think that it's just all about veggies and pellets and hay. There's a number of really great treats that you can give them. There are vitamin C cookies, as well as other cookies that might have a multivitamin or joint support that are recommended by vets and especially by the Exotic Animal Care Center in Pasadena. So check out my website, check out the diet section and the entire free guinea pig care guide on my website, and you'll be up to speed, and then you'll know everything that I've learned after volunteering at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue for many, many years. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'd love to hear what you think in the comments. What are some of your piggies' favorite treats, favorite veggies? What kind of hay do you use? Is anybody allergic to Timothy hay? And have you found relief like I have feeding orchard grass? Another great thing that you can do is you can sprinkle foraging mix. Now, my friend Daniel at The Natural Cavy, he sells a foraging mix, and he's got actually a couple different types, some floral mixes and some herbal mixes. And if you really want to give your piggies a special treat, you sprinkle some of that stuff so you can stuff the snack shack filled with hay, and then you sprinkle some of that forage mix on top, or you can put some of the forage mix in the middle of that hay clump inside the log, and your piggies will go crazy for it. So think outside the box. Check out my free guinea pig care guide for all these tips and techniques, and also ways to save money and give your piggies the best quality care. And if you do click those links to the items that we recommend at the rescue, it really will help me and the piggies. So I just want to thank you in advance for doing that. It means so much to me, and it means so much to me that you guys have been here, all the well wishes for Billy, and I'm so grateful to you guys for being a part of this guinea pig community. And I know that you guys are helping your neighbors and friends that have guinea pigs, and you're sending them my way to the videos. You're sharing what you've learned, because I'm sharing what I've learned after volunteering with Saskia at the LA Guinea Pig Rescue. And I feel so grateful to be able to share what I've learned with you guys. So thank you so much. I hope you found this insightful. And until next time, thank you. Thank you for watching.